Hey, welcome to Master the Art of Fasting. This is Module 1, Phase 1, the preparation for you to get started. And we're going to jump into the scientific perspective of what happens in the body during fasting. So let's just jump right into it. Here's the science, and take this more as guidelines than actual rules for when this starts to happen and how it starts to happen. But this gives you a picture of what to expect and what has been measured so far. So I'm just going to bring a tool for drawing on the board here. So we're going to start out with the fast here at 0 hours. If you start your fast around evening time, that's your last meal, that will be the 0 hours when you stop eating anything more. And then what you see here is the first 12 hours, not much is happening except for the human growth hormone is going to increase. And that helps the body to begin to grow new cells, make new connections, preparing the body for repairing itself, and also make your muscles stronger and so forth. So that hormone is increasing within the first 12 hours. Now, after a 18 hours fast, then an interesting concept starts, or an interesting feature of the body starts happening, which is called autophagy. Autophagy is basically the body starting to eat of itself. It starts to find the energy it needs in old cells, in inflammation, in things that's not really fully functional for the body right now. And it starts eating that and make use of that energy by doing so. And this is what we call cell renewal. So it starts to replenish the old cells, so there's room for new cells, and it's also cleaning up. And this starts because we have a fasted state in the body. Now, if you've had a huge meal, this might take not 18 hours before it begins, but maybe 30 hours. Okay, so depending on how you begin your fast, this might take a little bit longer. Autophagy, when that starts, that makes your, not literally your age go down. You have still had your 30, 40, 20 trips around the sun, right? But the way the body looks like, that will go into a much younger model. The skin will start to become more tight. Okay, so that will be the first phase, human growth hormone, autophagy. Now, after about 24 hours, the liver depletes its glycogen deposits. That means the body starts to run not on glucose anymore, but on ketones. That's a fat metabolism. So it will basically start to use the body's fat to bring the energy. So not only is it cleaning up old cells, making ready to also renew the cells with the human growth hormone, it also starts to take off your fat deposits and use that for fuel, for your brain, for your energy. And also what happens here is the stem cell activation. So when these three aspects of the body has been activated through fasting, inflammation will drop dramatically. You'll feel this in your joints. They will feel more light. Gut healing starts to happen. Inflammation in your intestines, in your stomach starts to heal up. Heart health starts to improve. Also, your blood sugar is lower. Insulin levels are very low, so the blood doesn't have to pump as much. It's not as stressed. Brain starts to develop new neurons, new connections, and reinforce those connections, which is experienced as clarity. So this continues to rise up until 72 hours, approximately up to 4 days, if you want to be more exact. It has been measured that these features of the fast, they keep on increasing up to 4 days. That's when they start peaking. So I've written 48 hours here that stem cells starts to peak, but okay, it can take up to 3 to 4 days. This means the risk of cancer also dramatically drops, okay? Because it has no fuel. Cancer cells has no fuel, and balance of hormones also happens while we are fasting. Mitochondria starts to increase in the muscle. That means you can improve your endurance also after the fast. So all this continues to happen up to 72 hours, and increasingly the effectiveness of it starts to peak around the 72, 3 days, 4 days period. And then you can, of course, continue your fast. And we do fasting here in the program of up to 7 days, because you will still have the benefits. They're not peaking, but they're still working effectively on the body. Stem cell are topped. We have the immune system starts to be rebooted, so that also gets replenished and improved and strengthened. Kidney healing starts happening, flushing the kidneys with water, as this is a water fast measured on, and liver healing starts to happen. So it's not like kidney healing doesn't happen when we're not fasting, but it really goes quick when it has time not to detoxify and cleanse everything that we eat or drink, but it can purely focus its energy on replenishing old cells with new cells and strengthen that functionality. Okay, so that was a quick walkthrough of what happens. Just gonna make a little summary for you. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so just a summary here. We are going to do a fast. The science shows us that it's important to go for 3 days or more to have peak effect of the human growth hormone, to have peak effect of autophagy. And we know that we start to have a fat metabolism, and the body will start running on ketones, which means that we'll burn fat and we'll use that for fuel. So if you had fat deposits, great, and you'll feel good. You'll have stabilized energy throughout these 3 days or more. We also know that stem cell activation happens within the first or 2 days, but will start peaking within 3 to 4 days and continue working effectively over a period of 7 days or more. The immune system boost, that happens also up to 3 days or more, right? So to have full benefits, 3 days or more fast, preferably on water. Cell renewal starts happening, right? So that means gut healing, improved digestion, improved feeling in the gut. Heart health starts to increase, right? And brain, kidney, liver all starts to improve. We'll experience as clarity. Okay, cool. And finally, we just have that's it. Okay. Next video here will be for there we go. Hey, next video will be for my personal experience of this 7 days fast, day for day. Hope you like this video here. If you want a more in-depth walkthrough, I've made a longer video where I go through human growth hormone, what it is, autophagy, what it is more specifically. So hope you enjoyed this one here, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.